Everybody, welcome back to Mage Renaissance, episode 63 with me, Sid, and I just realised I can't see my recording window, so let me fix that. And yeah, we're here in the Betweenlands, but we ain't staying here today. Oh no, we are moving. We're going back to the overworld because I need a change from this place. It's dull, it's dreary, it's dark and wet. So yeah, we're going to head back now. Apparently, I never realised this, but anything that rots in the Betweenland, any food, converts back when you go back to the overworld. Hello. Be wrong not to just say hello to this fella first, though. He seems very anxious to... I heard that. Where did you just go? Where are you? Get dead. Pull. Okay. Yeah, I never realised that, so I'm like going, oh crap, I took some food out. So here's my idea. I'm going to test it, and I can see how it does it, because look, I took out a golden apple from my thing, and that's lightning, by the way. So we are going to head back to the overworld and see what happens with that golden apple. And then we're going to stay in the overworld for a bit, because I need a break from Betweenlands. Betweenlands is very dull. Now, I may need to... oh, look, it does. Well, I'll be. Right, now. While we hover around up in the area, because, you know... Go away. Yeah, there is definitely a bit of lag, so I may need to restart. I tend to find that we get this whenever we change dimensions, which is a real pain. But we'll live, and we can at least put that away in there. They can go away in there as well. We can actually have some real torches, if I've got any. Do I have any? Don't think I have any. Oh well, doesn't matter. We don't need real torches. Yeah. But what I want to do today is, apart from jump into my Astral Tome, as I want to start playing a little bit with Astral Sorcery again. So we've gone as far as the constellation side of things, and I'd like to move us up to, if I can find the relevant section, the iridescent altar, which requires us to do some celestial crystals. That's a new icon. Don't know if you've all seen that. Resonating gems, sooty marble, blah blah blah. And then obviously we need to create the final structure. Now obviously we've done this in is that the final one? It's a structure anyway. That will take us up to the next level, but there are bits and pieces that I'd just like to play with, possibly more so in this one. We've done the tree beacon, illumination wand we've done. I'm not sure what does a blah 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 shows it. With the flux of essentially the eye of Ender causes them to softly radiate rather than harshly pierce. Okay, it does something. Adds or empowers magical effects applies to the wearer's equipment. This exact nature of this empowerment seems random and based entirely on the magical frequency to which the nether star was locked. Re-exposing. Okay. The prism to more filtered starlight seems to release frequency lock and select a new one. So we can do something with that. That sounds interesting. Stellar refraction table we've played with in previous things, but anyway, before we go anywhere we need to upgrade to get the next level. So, and also we need to just check my perks. Oh, I've got some unlocked. Okay, where are we and what am I doing? You are, I think I was heading this way, wasn't I? That is dodge repairs itself a bit. That is effectiveness of perks. We've got that one. That's our route. Don't like that one, and we can't grasp the effect. Now I am inclined, we can't go there. I'm assuming, therefore, we need to unlock something else. But anyway, I like that one. And that one's locked again. Okay, let me just sort out our lag issues. I'll be back in a second. Alright, first things first, we got a book when we're in the Between Lands, which is an unknown spell book. So we're going to go and test it on something. First, of course, we've got to find something to test it on. Which is something. Oh, he's still working. I'm impressed that that's still going. And old fellow me lad down there is still busy. Right. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. Still, not bad. Right, well, we know what that spell is. That's an apprentice spell. I find that difficult to believe. Oh, I wanted to check how effective this tree farm had been. Bearing in mind it's not bad. Don't know how chunk loaded it has actually been, but you know, theory, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Anyway, right, so Astral Sorcery, we are going to push forward a little bit with that. There are other things. Wow, hello. There are other things to push forward with. I've come the wrong way. Things like, for example, blood magic. Thorncraft's still got plenty to keep us entertained, I'm sure. And that is an apprentice level book called Summon Skeleton. Okay, so let's go and head over to the Astral Sorcery bit, and we'll push forward on that. Now, the nice thing with Astral Sorcery now is, of course, is it's not actually necessary for us for it to be nighttime, because we have got let me go up on the top here. We have got the good old Nightstone there. Go away, you. Don't like snow. And you. Yeah, so we can do that whenever we like. Now we are obviously running the Celestial Altar. We have got an astral bag. What's in there? Quite a bit of stuff actually, which is good. And we've got our astral tome. So we've gone through there. We've gone through. Let's just have a double check at the variety of things we can do. There's nothing really in there, so we can then go to exploration, and I don't think there's a huge amount. We've done the looking glass sextant. Never sure what that is for actually. Do you think that's in nature? Structures required to manipulate starlight, and sometimes it can be maddeningly constant double check. Oh right, it's an in-world building guide. That's fine. More than I really wanted. So rock crystal properties, crystal tools, Dr. Key. And then we go to attunement. Attunement, obviously, we wanted early for celestial gateways. Well, there's a domic resonator. Starlight displacement. The ethereal field become invisible while holding this new, like the life of a sober, but it shows how far the natural starlight distributions are disturbed by buildings or rituals that channel or alter starlight. I don't know why I would want that. Impulsion wand, active channeling. Thanks to your knowledge, these wands can create these energy pulls, provide us for limited range and pulls its user towards whatever it finds rather than providing instantaneous. Oh, interesting. I might like to want to build one of those. As I say, there's quite a bit in this that I've never really played with. Telescope we've dealt with. Shooting stars are a new thing. Recovering what left might be of value. I haven't actually seen, well, we've seen one, we just haven't seen one land. Shifting star is for, yeah, okay, that's for thingy. Oops, right. And then we've got the constellation side of things where we are looking at, we've got the illumination, ritual anchor, so resplendent prism. That is definitely something that sounds of interest, although it requires us to make a nether star thingy. But I think we definitely need to move here, which means we need 4 resonating gems and a astral lens for starters, so we can get that. Did I just step on that? I don't think I did, because it's certainly not suddenly gone and said night is falling, which is what it normally says when you do that. We need to get, oops, hang on, 1 2 3 4. We need actually probably a 5th one. Boop. You can go in there for now, and then we'll put one of those on there, and we also need our wand thingy to do our wand thingy stuff. Right, so what's in there? Oh, observe. Ah, that's where I put them. Oh, right. Well, that is a lot easier. Now I know where they are. You know what it's like. You put things down, you lose them. It's very easy to do, and I do it a lot. So there you go. But yeah, we'll make as many. How are we doing? I think we're still okay. So we got that. Yeah, we are. We hasn't used the thing up. We're going to need some glass for the lens, and then we're going to need to do the attuned crystal and all of these other bits and pieces. But wow, that is actually surprisingly not used any starlight up yet. I am surprised. That just used one. Which what did you use? I think it's probably that one. So the only fun and games you get with this is sometimes it can be a little bit hit or miss working out which one is being used up. Right. I think. No. And then what you end up is this, your situation. You see now, I can't do it because I need more starlight. We're waiting for that to fill up. Damn it. That's empty. So what we'll do is we'll take you and put you here. That will work for now. And I'm going to have to work it. It must be that one that is empty then. Oh, that's a pain. Alright, yep, and I also need to make sure I've got some glass anyway, so that's the thing as well to think about. That is also empty. That's a pain. Right, yeah, I will I'll be back in a mo. Alright, that's let's fix that one. Right, so that will give us our lens, which we'll do. I've just used the darkness crystal to basically get this running faster. And what we need to do is stock up on a little bit of liquid starlight, because we are going to need more of that going forward. I'm hoping that the infusion altar over here, the starlight infuser, will kick in now. I came over the previous evening and it did not pop up with the old thing. Anybody down there need a good snowballing? No? It just seems a shame to waste them when I can annoy something. Yay! It's cruel, maybe. Who knows? Whee! Right. Is the correct... The problem is, you see, the correct constellation might not be in the sky, and therefore this will not start resonating, which is a bit of a pain, because it means I'm going to have to wait for another day to get it to resonate again. Nope, we're good. Right, so we can check. Let me go in here. So this is an attuned a celestial crystal. Oh, someone who can... Okay, hang on. You are a rock crystal. And I'm trying to remember how this works. It's been a while. Hang on. So we're going to need to find out this one, because this is going to be pretty critical. Celestial crystals. Fully grown crystals yield a much larger crystal that was more robust and deeply blue tinted from stardust. Study shows that while they resemble rock crystals, in many ways they exceed them in almost every capacity. Using them in place of rock crystals for an endeavour should be very profitable. So we do need to go here. Okay. Right, so it's not as simple as I was hoping. We need to... Right, what's going to be the best way to do this? I know how I did it on my other series. So, collect a crystal would... would allow me to... Yeah, I think that's probably the way forward. We probably need to do this first. And we've got almost everything we need for it, I think. Except for the dusty hoofer. Have we got any? Oh, of course, it's a hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if we have a look at that one. No, maybe no. It's not. One of these is the correct recipe for the select collector. So one of those. Yeah, that'll do it. We've got everything. So let's get that one done first. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Presumably 1, 2, 3, 4. Take you out and pop you in. That looks right to me. What am I missing? Stardust resonating, illuminating with an attuned. Oh, an attuned. Let's go and attune it. Well, we can, and yeah, then we'll be able to go and sit up here and watch. Just make sure there's no ogres about. Sorry, trollagers. You can tell they're upping the game a bit with the diamond armor, but yeah. Wow. And a spark as well for my trouble. Right. Let us go and get that one going. I actually need more rock crystals anyway. We are getting dangerously low on them. I think I've only got 2 more after this. Oh, I tell you, this is heaven not having to listen to that noise. So yeah. Oh, it's just down. He's down there. I was sat there thinking, why is there a mob on the thing? But there isn't. Right. We can do this. This is almost there, and that will give us one of those. Now we need to decide what we're going to do about this, because this needs... I'm trying to remember how we do it. Right, first things first, we take you and splash you in there, and then you and splash you in there. That's a good start, and then we shall get this and we'll get another one going. And yes, I know it would be more efficient with a celestial crystal or even a just a crystal, but I don't have a lot of crystals. I do have a hell of a lot of aquamarines, so that's always a bonus. Right, now let me just check how this goes and I'll be back in a second. Alright, so it appears that the first thing we need for any endeavour of this nature is more crystals. So I went out with my wand in the night and I've marked one spot over there, and I am trying to find the other spot. It was over here somewhere. I marked it with a light flash flare hoofer thing, so it should be fairly obvious. I'll have that creeper oyster. I see you, sir. Don't mess with me, because I don't take it kindly. Now, where did I leave? Oh, hello. Have that as well. Might as well have the might as well just go around and hoover up the lot, eh? While I sit there and try and figure out where the hell everything is, and more importantly, where I put down my marker. It wasn't a million here. Right. So we're gonna go down. Usual safety measures all the way down. And we're going to find them crystals. I'm going to use my fortune pick to mine them out, and the world will be a good and happy place. Honestly, it will. Trust me. We'll also fill these back in so I don't get on any unexpected guests en route. And yeah, so I will see you when I get down to bedrock. Alright, we landed straight on top of it. It's there, and oh, we've got a slight problem. We have more crap than we can deal with. We don't want the andesite. We don't really want that bow. Don't want the arrow. Come here, give me. We don't want the arrows. Gunpowder, I'm not that bothered about either. So, yeah, unlike Sevtech, where we were absolutely snided out with the damn stuff, we are going to be somewhat limited in our capabilities to find this stuff because, well, not to put too fine a point on it, you only get maybe 3 or 4 per mine. And, you know, whereas with the Sevtech setup, we quite literally were getting, I don't know, more than I can think. Right, we need to add that to that. That should give us another page. Nightshade, Wolfsbane Stone, blah blah. Rune seems to be a good place to start. Okay, we got something. Rudicolter, don't put anything in front of the slate steel you don't want to lose, whatever that means. Well, maybe your arm. I don't see what can only be described as magical entity. The tomes we are going to have to play with that for definite. It's definitely a thing that I would like to get more out of. I'm going to chuck the bones as well. I don't need them. This is the other one I discovered, so we'll head down here and we'll do the same old. Get the crystals, and that will put me in reasonable stead to move forward. And if I need more, I can run out at night and find more. It's not a biggie. Not a biggie at all. However, these, as we go down, I will grab any ores that, you know, present. So I'll see you when I get down there again. Alright, got that one. Got a couple more, so we're a bit better off than we were crystal wise. Plus we came out with a few ores, which is always a nice bonus. So what we shall do, I know, you know, because I can fly, I won't take any damage from the falls, but we're not a server anymore, so we don't have to worry about other people taking damage from the falls. But habit is a dangerous thing. You get a bad habit and let it just sink in there, and you'll struggle to shake it off. Anyway, that gives us that, which means we can now start to play with the liquid starlight. We're going to have to generate a whole load of that, but that, again, that is relatively straightforward. What we also need to do is just put some of our stuff away, including, let's have a look, there is a pile of ash. I think I've got that in there, haven't I? Yes. And a creeper catalyzing gland, not a creeper oyster. That's the other name for them. We've got some chaos ore, which what we should do is put that away, and then we should go and get the furnace, and we should chuck in that, and that. I'm not going to worry about ore doubling, because I think we're reasonably okay now for that one. And then we can insert there. And what we should see is all of our stuff starting to come back here. Yeah, we're getting stuff. Stuff is good. Stuff is always good. Right, so a bit of, no, that's not, that does not look like limestone. Does any of this look like limestone? None of that looks like limestone. Limestone, grey wall, and we got a bit of marble which we'll keep. And that stuff, that, we'll chuck it on the floor and let it despawn, because I really don't need it. Alright. So, armed with all of that, we should now be able to have a bash at this thingy. It just keeps on. It's a gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? I mean, it's not fast. You don't have to be. It just sits there and works in the background. So, armed with all of this, we should now be okay. Oops. Okay. To, let's have a look. We need to do the following. So, you know, I need to sleep, get rid of this snow. It's distracting. And then we can set it back to daytime, and the world will be good and happy. I mean, to night time. Since removal of the rough coating will leave a square, you with the square one, changing how the dust collects on the crystal surface may be a better approach. Placing the stardust into a liquid starlight and subsequently tossing in a crystal seems to result in a more even application of the dust, as well as promoting growth of the crystal into a stable cluster that seems hungry for starlight. Leaving this cluster to grow with starlight shining on it may create something much more useful, and these clusters seem to invest symbiotically with the star metal ore itself. Right. So, I think, if I remember rightly, and I'm just going to get this set up first. We'll... How are we doing there? Yeah, we're doing pretty good. How are we doing crystal wise? You've got a size of 42, so that's fine. So I think what we need to do is we need to pop down a block, and then we need to pop down this, and I will pop you there, I think. No particular reason, it just seems to work. And we'll grab... Well, I would have grabbed my linking tool, so I don't seem to have one. Do I have one? Have I made one? Surely I have. I find it hard to believe I haven't. There we go. Linking tool. We are going to want us a little bit of that as well, so we'll take a bit of that with us. Let's put these crystals away. We'll have the one that's 42. You can just be my thingy who for my jig. And we shall... I'd like a good one. I think 319 looks to be the best we've got. Yeah, that one. No, that isn't going to work. Right, so then we need to link this to that, and then we can break that, and that is where that starlight is going to condense. And then we can grab one of you, and we can pop that down like so. We can chuck one of them in and that in, And we should be able to get that. That should just form the relevant thing, as I understand it, with a bit of luck. Or it won't. One of the two. Let me just leave this for a little while and I shall be back with you in a mo. That's better. I think that has to be exposed to starlight, and whilst this thing was not, basically that was blocking it, so we weren't getting this particle effect. I've been waited for an age for this to happen, and now it is. We're getting the cool particle effect, and that is good. And we've almost got a barrel full of starlight as well, which is double good. And now we have this blue crystal. Now I can't remember whether we can whether we then, no we don't, so we just have to let that grow in the starlight, I think, and that what we'll do is we make sure that that is linked to that. Which it already was. This is going to grow and we're just going to have to wait for it, but it's going to grow faster if it's night time. Thank you, Monsieur Le Dark Crystal. Not obviously the, oh god, here we go. Now I need to sleep because I don't want that thing. Go away, snow. Yeah, so it's going to take a while for that to grow, I suspect, and well, I assume it will take a while for that to grow. It's they normally do. I'm going to leave that and give it a chance. As I said, I can't remember whether it is something we can do now or whether we need to let it grow for a while. So it won't hurt me to let it grow, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I've run this through the night. It seems to have stopped growing, so I think we can safely break that, and we got one of those and some stardust, which is good. Celestial crystal is necessary, of course, in this process, so we're going to stick you in here, which I've laid out the rest of the recipe. What we are missing now is the starlight to do it. So let's go and get that sorted. Starlight's going up. While that's doing, I can go and bucket some more yeah, not quite there yet. And once that's full, I can take that out of the way and bring another barrel up, and that will be nice. But we're still waiting on this to get up to here. The light level really doesn't actually tell you, does it? It just tells you that you need to do some of this stuff: sooties, ruined, yada yada. So we know that's the recipe. We just got to wait for the light level to get up and hope that this one relay is enough to power this, because otherwise we're going to have to try and get another relay in here, which is going to make an odd little bump on the side there. We may get away with it, who knows. Let's see what we can see, shall we? And then of course we'll need to upgrade the structure and everything and all the yada yada that goes with it, which of course will be fun. As far as I'm aware, this is as big as the structure gets, so I hope it is. So yeah, we are trundling along here. Gem crystal clusters seem interesting. I don't know how you get those. That must be something new. Is that where we're aiming to? I don't know whether that's where we're aiming to get to or not. This. Oh, yep. Well, you can see we're getting in range. So with a bit of luck, we will achieve the required starlight. Although I'm not going to hold my breath. Well, we're building up to it. And we've got all night. I mean, we've literally just triggered night on, so I'm going to wait till this fills up to that point, and I shall be back with you in a mo. Almost there. And bang. Hit it. Let's get this thing going. Did you just stop? Just keep it going. Just do your thing. Any second. The visuals on this are stunning. They almost, well, I think in some respects they do rival Thorncraft. And again, I think I've said this on many occasions. What is needed, wow, we have got this now. We're now into strange crafting, but first things we need to do is we need to upgrade our altar, and we've gone through here. This one requires me to have a structure that looks like this, so it's basically all brick, isn't it? I think, yeah, I think it is. So let me just get this straight. We're going either side, there and there, there and there, there and there, there and there, and then we've got basically this going on. Run, villager, trader, run. No, he'll not make it. They never do. And then is it 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 da 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 da, and bang, we have a valid structure. Now it does require us to put some of these spectral relays around the place for certain ingredients, and we may want to put another one of these. I think we're almost certainly going to have to put another one of these in. I don't see how I can avoid it, to be honest. We should also just run up here and make sure that we've not created any spawnable spots. We haven't. So if I wanted another spectral relay and I wanted it in here, for example, how are we going to do that? We are going to grab chiseled marble. I know I've got the chisel and I could get chiseled marble. 1 2 3 4, and that is a marble arch, but we don't need to because we've got all sorts of marble in here, including 1 2 3 4, all of the stuff we want. And my PC is still nagging me to restart because I'm a very bad PC owner. Oh, we need a bit of sooty, which I believe I've got some down here. So then we need to think about spectral relays and all sorts of good stuff like that. But let me just get a structure in place. Oh, damn you. So we shall go down and grab that in a moment, and then that will go there and there and there and there, and that will come out and that will become that. That could have been entertaining. We need some more of you because this is just, I'm just going to base it. I think we're just going to have to go with this, aren't we? And then we can leave. We can presumably leave that where it is. That works. Yeah. Right. I'm going to go and get another bit for that, and I'll be back in a mo. All right. It's all ready. We're just going to back that. That's going to give us one of those. That's going to go in there. That will go in there. That should now increase the maximum we can get on this altar, which, yeah, I think probably leads us to a good point where we can, I don't know, we can get a screenshot And next episode we can actually move on and actually have a look at some of the features of the, let me just jump back and go back in here, of the Radiance chapter. Now we've seen this before, this is nothing new, but we have got various things like the ever-shifting fountain, I've got no idea, the neuromantic prime, yeah, no, something else prime, we've got the irradiant star, we've got enhanced crystal attunement, the observatory, we've got the mantle of the stars, and we have got wands of attunement for various things. So wand of attunement for Amara, uses a shield without heavy clunking normal shield when hit, while actively shielding you are granted additional protection against damage. Okay. These ones, mantle of the stars, tells you all about the various bits. And then you will have to align those two stars. Yeah, there's fun things to play with here. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.